Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Yes, so today we're gonna be learning bridal makeup. I'm still recovering, so my voice is still somehow, please manage with me. So I'm gonna be priming her face with the professional primer from Benefit, and I'm just gonna be softly using this on our T-zone, and I'm gonna be using this 24 karat oil. It's an elixir oil all over her face for her to have that glow from within. So I'm gonna be using a brush to just gently apply this all over the skin. Okay, now I'm gonna be setting her face with this mattifying setting spray from Boscia. Okay, so now I'm using my NYX microblade pencil. No, sorry, it's not a microblade pencil, it's just a micro pencil. I'm using this for her brows, so I use this pulley to brush the brows in place, and then I use the pencil to draw a line at the bottom of the brows and another one up to meet, and then I'm gonna just brush everything together. Then I'm gonna fill the brows in. I'm gonna draw light strokes in front to make it look natural in front. Now cleaning the brows with my EYELINER concealer in Cool Tan. Okay, so I'm going to put the concealer all over her eyes, so that's going to serve as a primer. And then I'm using EYELINER concealer in Fawn for the front part of the brows, just so it's more natural. And I'm going to use the rest of the concealer all over the eyes, so it serves as the eye primer, the eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to use this blending brush from BH Cosmetics just to blend everything into the eyes. I'm just tapping it gently. Okay, so now I'm using the EYELINER concealer in Fawn for the top part of our brows, just to give it some more defined shape. Okay, so I'm using that blending brush again to blend out the concealer on top of the brows, and I'm just filling in the brows with BH Cosmetics brow gel because I felt like it was just too sparse, so I filled it in. Okay, now I'm going into my Juvia's Place eyeshadow. So I'm gonna be using a BH Cosmetics blending brush to just gently tap the eyeshadow into her crease. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build that eyeshadow up by tapping continuously into the crease, because it's not a very bright color, so for it to show up you need to build it up. It's a very beautiful brown shade though, but it's not the regular brown shade. So now that I've already done that, I've built it up, it's showing now. So I'm just gonna gently blend it out using circular motions. And mind you, I'm using the same brush, I'm not using another brush, same brush. I just did not add more product to it, so I'm blending it up. Okay, now I'm taking the Masquerade palette and taking that deep burgundy shade and applying it in the outer V of the eyes. and then I'm gonna add what's left on the brush into the crease, just to deepen the crease a little more. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing on the second eyes, and I'm using like an angled brush that I've had for so many years. It's always easy for me to use this brush to apply eyeshadow on the outer V of the eyes. So I'm going back with that first brush and blending the eyeshadow together gently. Take your time, okay? Take your time, take your time. Take your time in blending and blending both shades in together. Okay, so now I'm using EYELINER concealer to cut the crease, and I'm going to tell her to look up so that I can have an idea of where to cut. So as you can see, she looked up and I was already cutting from the right place, and this is just like a half cut crease moment happening here. I'm not cutting the entire crease. And I'm not gonna set the concealer, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just going to apply eyeshadow directly to the concealer. So as you can see, I stopped applying towards where I applied that burgundy color. So I took a dark brown eyeshadow from the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. It's a coppery eyeshadow, very fold eyeshadow. And I'm applying it next to that burgundy shade right on top of the concealer. I'm just gently placing the eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm going into my Bridal palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm taking that very bright shade and I'm applying it in the inner corner. And for this particular eyeshadow to show, I had to wet my brush. Okay, so I'm taking this loose highlighter from Colourpop X Shayla collection, and I'm applying it on top of that eyeshadow that I put in the inner corner. I also wet the brush for this. So now I'm going back to the burgundy shade I applied in the outer corner of the eyes, and I'm adding a little more just to blend it in to the fold eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna blend everything into each other. I'm gonna blend the crease, I'm gonna blend everything so everything is married. Okay, so now I'm using the mascara from Ulta. It's a voluminous mascara, and I'm applying our lashes. This is Chanel Perry lashes, the best lashes ever. Okay, so now I'm lining our eyes, and we're not going crazy on wing today. We're just gonna do something very, very, very moderate. Okay, so guys, let me know what kind of videos you want me to upload on my channel. Please, I need you to subscribe as well. I hope you enjoy my content. I have a lot more I intend to shoot. Oof, God help me. Okay, so now is the time to apply foundation. and I'm going to be using Mary Kay foundation in 500 all over the face. Always match your foundation with your neck. Okay, so I'm using this elf brush. It's my Holy Grail brush. This is like the only foundation brush I use, and I've been using it for like 2 years now. So I'm going to be applying the foundation on her neck and everywhere on the face. I'm not going to be putting too much of foundation right under her eyes because we're still going to be using a lot of concealer later. You know, you don't want your bride to look too cakey. You want her to look as natural as possible. Okay, so now I'm using my EYELINER concealer in Cool Tan for underneath her eyes, the forehead, top of her lips, and I'm just gently applying the concealer on the eyes, the face. Please, if you can hear a church making noise next to me, just ignore, just listen to me, watch the tutorial. It's what we have to deal with in this Lagos. So like I said, our filming is always so much fun. Always so much fun. If you want me to do your makeup for my YouTube channel, holla at me in the comment section. Let's hook up and let's do this thing. Also, I'm a professional makeup artist. If you want me to come do your makeup for any event, holla at me on Instagram at Makeupbytemmy. Okay, now let's blend this concealer. I'm using this flat Zoeva brush to just pat this concealer into the skin. I think this brush is like my preferred method of blending concealer into the skin rather than using a beauty blender, because beauty blender sucks in the product, you know, and like sometimes I can't control the way it spreads the product. But this particular brush, once I just tap it, it just stays right there. Like it doesn't soak in any product, you know, the product shows basically. So yes, I think this is like my new best way to blend concealer on the skin. So I'm just gonna gently tap the concealer into the skin. I'm not aggressively blending it, just gently tapping it. So I'm gonna do that for everywhere I applied the concealer. And after applying the concealer, I went back on my foundation brush to blend everything into each other so that you don't see like the harsh line of where the concealer and the foundation meet. Okay, so now I'm applying the concealer to her chin and blending it out. The reason why I didn't do that before is because this concealer dries real fast. So I like to do it in steps so that it doesn't dry too fast before I blend it. And I'm going to be spraying her face again with a mist spray from ELF. Okay, now I'm applying another concealer under her eyes just to brighten it a little bit. And this concealer is Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in 30. 30. Is it 30 or 25? I'll check. 30. I'll put it in the description box below, but the light one, not the cafe, the lighter one. So yes, I'm using our foundation brush now to blend everything in, going with the beauty blender to make sure everything is well blended into each other. And I'm gonna be putting the concealer on our nose as well, just to highlight the nose and then blend it. Okay, so now to set the everywhere we highlighted, I'm using this Milani powder in 108 with my damp beauty blender, and I'm just gently placing the powder everywhere that I put that concealer, just gently placing it. I'm not baking, I'm just setting everywhere. And the reason why I'm not baking right now is because I don't want her face to look too cakey and we don't want flashback in pictures. So what I do is I set it first, and because we're going to be doing her hair and that's going to take a long time, that's like going to be a long break, so after doing her hair I'm going to set the face again. Then I'm going to set it with like the yellow setting powder, but now I'm just using this Milani face powder and a beauty blender to set everywhere that I put that concealer. Thank you. And don't use a brush for this, just use a beauty blender, okay? So now we're going to be contouring with a Milani face powder in cacao, and I'm using my one and only contour brush from BH Cosmetics. So you want to contour, you start from the top of the ear down and cut the cheek, okay? I have an in-depth video on highlighting and contour. I'm going to put it in the description box below. Click on it. You really need to watch it, okay? So I'm contouring the face now. I'm going to do that for both sides. And her forehead, you can see her hairline is like on point. There's nothing to contour. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that contour powder just in the middle of her forehead where her edges are not as much as the one on the side. Just a little bit. You can see I'm dragging her hair up just so that I can see clearly what I need to do. And for your contour, you need to build it up. Don't just go heavy immediately. Build it up gently. Okay, so now I'm going to be contouring her nose. I'm using this Zoeva brush and I'm going from the crease down to the nose. And the nose contour is not heavy. I'm just lightly tapping that brush into the powder. Lightly. So now I'm going to powder the entire face, including where I set, with my MAC mineralized powder in dark deepest. Okay, so now I'm using a black pencil for her lower lash line, and I'm going to be using the mascara for her lower lashes, the same voluminous mascara, and that's all I'm doing for her eyes. Nothing too extra, nothing too much. Simple, elegant, and beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to be blushing her up. using this elf blush. I love this blush, like this, like my go-to, and it has shimmer in it. Like I just love it. I love blush. I don't know, I love the rosiness of it. Okay, so now I'm gonna be setting the entire face with a glow setting spray I made myself, and now I am lining her lips with a brown pencil, and I'm gonna put like a pinkish lip paint from L'Oreal, and I'm just gonna blend it in with the pencil. And once we blend that in, we're almost done. Do you like her hair? What do you think about her hair? Okay, I have a hair tutorial coming up. Okay, how to make hair for your natural hair brides. Okay, so now I'm using a brush to blend in that lip liner and the lip paint. Okay, so now I'm going in with my sleek highlighter to highlight her face, her nose, forehead, right above the blush, on her chin, the bridge of her nose. And once we're done highlighting, we're gonna just set everything again, and then what your bride is ready. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, share this video, like and comment. I love you. Bye bye. Sugar lover,